Today we're going to find out how Viktor set up this massive honey farm in the UK. Hello, I'm Griffith, welcome to Gwynedd Griffith. Here we talk everything beekeeping, farming, countries I live in, now we do reviews. Well, now I'm back here with Viktor. Viktor, welcome back to the channel.
Pleasure, come back to
see you. Everybody likes you on YouTube, your videos are doing tremendous and you've inspired a lot of people.
That's why you come back.
They're open their eyes up to different style of beekeeping and people have got a lot of value. So thank you for agreeing to do the first one and
happy to help.
Thank you for coming back.
Yeah, thank you.
So and one thing for me and a lot of the viewers, obviously you've come to Ukraine, you didn't have a honey farm coming with you, and you've done what most beekeepers and bee farmers in the UK, I suppose, hasn't been able to do. You've built up this massive honey farm, but you came here with nothing, with no bees, you had the knowledge. So how, we want to find out the story of how VNL started from Ukraine to where you are now, because I think the way you've done it and what you've proven to me is beekeeping is a very hard industry to go into, especially if you want to go into bee farming, but you've proved that it is possible, that you can come here with no honey farm behind you. Started with 20 hives, and now here you are, 2,000 whatever beehives between the honey hives and the nukes. You know, what you've done is amazing, really. I know if someone's told you that, really.
No.
But not many people have done what you've done in the short space of time.
Thank you, Griffith.
Well, I'm serious, you know, and that's why I've come back here. So tell us through it. So talk us through maybe when you started beekeeping in Ukraine. When did you start getting the knowledge a little bit?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that is start probably when I was 1 year old. I've been stung, and that's accident. I don't remember, but I've been stung by a bee when I was 1 year old because my father, old man, he already started keeping bees by then, and he took me to obviously he was curious man and learned that time how to beekeep, try to find his way in life, how to keep bees, and he took me to the bee side, and obviously I get stung. And my granny told me that my face, you couldn't see anything. It was like, so they stung me on the face, and my father got big bollock in the day. So that's my start, which is I don't even remember. So I always grow on a farm. So we have kind of interesting we used to live in town, so go in school in town, but because in Ukraine or Soviet Union at the time you have really long holiday, like 3 months holiday.
Oh wow!
That's why I spend my time on. So we have like in Soviet times they're not allowed to keep many bees.
Really? So they would limit how many you were allowed to keep?
They recommend maximum 20.
That's all?
That's all, yeah. Wow. So recommendation was 20, but...
that's no good for Ukrainian people.
No. My father managed somehow operate 60, so he had 3 different locations of 20, which is nobody knows.
Did the Soviet Union then want some of the honey or the money out of it?
No, not in if you keep like so you have 2 entities. One is like hobby, so you have 20, it's your hobby, you can run it and you can make little kind of income from it. That was okay, state wouldn't touch you basically. But if you have more, then you have to share it with state. You know? And most of the cases like collecting farming, so then you have like big, like in our time, at that time was like big, like 200-300 colonies. If you have what I have now, they would consider it like, it's like considered like whole village would work for you. You know?
Yeah, you're a big business.
Big business. Yeah, big business. It would be in areas where it's like a lot of flowers, like in Siberia or Far East Russia or even in Ukraine, but like if you have, they call complex. Complexes mean like lots of bees,
I get
a lot
you.
of people working on it. Yeah.
So say you had a complex of bees, say your honey farm over there now, we'll arguably say you had 1,000 hives, make it easy. How much would the Soviet Union then expect out of you?
Okay, well that would be, you basically get wage, you get paid maybe 100-120 rubles in that time. Rubles.
They would pay you then?
So state pay you like set wage, and all the kind of productivity go to them, to the state. So it's no incentive.
No
incentive whatsoever. Yeah.
no.
So a lot of beekeepers at that time hide it.
Yeah, hide the hives.
Yeah.
Everybody, you ask any beekeeper, how many you got? 20.
Exactly, yeah. At that time, wasn't that many people who do bees. Actually, when Soviet collapsed and Ukraine became independent, then everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people start looking what to do, how to make living out of it. Luckily, by then, we have a kind of like, almost like, 60 colonies. Was very easy to transform into 300, which was probably maximum by that time to make living out of it.
Yeah.
Early days, actually, price of honey was good, and then of course start going down. Yeah.
Wow.
So you do need a lot of bees at that time to make living.
So roughly, how old were you then working bees at that age? When the Soviet Union crashed down and people started keeping a lot more bees and the industry started to grow.
So the Soviet collapsed 91, and I actually that year I went to uni.
In Ukraine?
In Ukraine, in Kyiv. So I studied in agriculture university, animal science department, study bees.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
You did you could go to university in Ukraine and do bees.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we couldn't do it when I went to uni. There was countryside management was the closest you could get.
Funny enough, in this country, it's not recognized as skilled job. It's not recognized. So if you could try to get people from abroad, if you put beekeeping, they say, well, it's not skilled job.
Really?
So it's not. It's underappreciated.
It is. Yeah.
Anyway, so when I finished uni, I was very clever and say, old man, now I'm gonna run this enterprise.
Yeah.
And he actually happy said, yeah, you run it.
Yeah.
And he went on kind of that time, like on border with Crimea, sell fish. For 1 year. And I ran,
he left you the honey farm?
He left me everything.
Yeah, 60 colonies, or was it more by then?
It was a bit more, and I bought more. I think it was like more than a couple hundred, 150 to 100, something like that. And then, because I studied, so it was 97 when I started doing my business.
Yeah.
Doing Viktor's way.
Yeah.
And I failed badly. I borrow money, not a lot. It's funny, I borrow $1,000.
Yeah.
And in that time thinking, I will kind of invest and get it back quickly.
Yeah.
But it was 97, 90, so it was 98, and it was like one day, imagine, exchange rate of dollar. So $1, 2 hryvnia, today. Yeah. And tomorrow was $1, 4 hryvnia.
Oh.
So basically I borrow $1,000, but I have to pay that.
Yeah, 4 times.
No, 2 times.
2 times back, okay.
2 times, yeah. So it was very hard, but then when you fail, you learn. And then I start doing queens, and I start doing nukes. Actually, contrabanda queens into Russia.
Yeah.
At that time, wasn't hostile yet. 90s. Russia was poor, but richer than Ukraine at that time.
So you could sell queens into Russia.
So I used to go like through the border.
Oh, smuggle them in yourself?
In the bag, yeah.
Wow.
So like 300 queens in my bag.
Yeah.
And I go and they just introduce this kind of scale with a bit X-ray,
Yeah.
And this guy looked at it and he said, firstly they saw some kind of explosive because it's like clusters together, like and then when they open it, they look like, kind of flies here. And they say, just gone,
Yeah.
And we done it like for a few years, and then obviously it become more hostile. We stopped doing that.
Started to become a bit dangerous.
And we actually find markets enough in Ukraine. We're selling queens in Ukraine. So that's how I start. I say to old man, honey is I'm no better way to do it. So we start making queens. Queens was good. In a sense, it's very easy it's not much capital you need to invest. To set up boxes, to have little bit of bees, you know. And queens was actually quite good price then. And not many people doing it, so it was easy market. So
and you were building everything yourself then as well?
Yeah, we have a little kind of shop, little machinery, we could cut it, and amazing. I remember this story, like old man bring like massive tree, we cut it like in the planks, like thick planks. And we used all that kind of like 3 or 4 cubic just to make cages.
Wow.
Just to make cages. Yeah. So it all went in the dust and cages.
But I suppose looking at your business now and the workshop you've got, you guys used to take a tree and turn it into cages.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, you can do it now. It's not take you if you know how to do it. You just or even if you don't know how to do it, you find the way how to do it. And you find cheapest way because cost of production was very important. It's no point to buying it because everything kind of like tight.
Yeah.
You might have to make living out of it. So you getting stuff as cheap as possible.
Yeah.
And best way to get stuff to producing it.
Make it, yeah.
Make it.
Start with a tree and
exactly.
And you're still doing that now.
Still doing that now. Yeah, and then I come to UK. How did it happen? I married Ukrainian girl. My wife was Ukrainian first.
So your old honey farm, your dad took it over again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
then you
left it to old man. He was happy then.
Yeah.
But couple of years later, he wasn't.
Yeah.
I was big help to him. But anyway, life is different. So I went into UK. My marriage didn't work out. And then I kind of split with my first wife. I have different jobs. I used to do delivering in London, joinery, do joinery in London. I told you about it before. And then I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like missing bees after a few years. So I find one chap called Mike Roberts. And how way I find him. I actually opened Bee Journal that time.
Yeah.
I think it was Beecraft. And it's only one guy who sell bees that time, and price was 70 quid a nuke.
For 6 frames?
No, 5 frames.
5 frames now for 70 quid?
70 quid. That was 2004.
Yeah, and you had to come and collect probably, did you?
No, I didn't buy bees. I just want to see the guy who doing that because that's what I'm doing in Ukraine.
So you were looking for a job basically, and not waiting.
I wouldn't say I'm looking for a job. I just some part time, something like missing bees.
Looking for opportunity.
Opportunity. Yeah.
See, and that's what's different, right? From what I've seen with different people, especially with Ukrainians. A lot of people in the UK would open Beecraft up and see that guy's name. Oh, he's selling something, and that would be it. But you went and phoned him, looking for opportunity, and I think that's one thing in you. That's why you've succeeded. Yeah,
but I was surprised because in Ukraine there would be 2, 3, 5 people selling bees. When I opened Beecraft at the time, nobody doing it. He is the one, and he set the price for that meat. And then I see him, why are you selling so cheap? And he looked at me, eyes like that. I'll sell you more expensive. And then so I know Mike, and we kind of, so basically marriage didn't work out. And eventually I left job in London and I went to stay with him. And we kind of, I tried to help him to do business, we developed the business.
So you got into a bit of a partnership together?
A little bit of partnership, And we start doing bees. I mean, different way we do in Ukraine. So, for example, and that's exactly the same way I do when I start company later on. We're doing in long boxes.
Yeah.
We're not doing. So basically, if you think about it, it's like 4 nationals.
Yeah, together.
Screwed together.
Like a one big coffin.
One big coffin with one roof.
I know.
It sounds like crazy, but if you want to make lots of nukes. It's actually a good way. You upright. It's everything like you never, because they on a post, never get flooded. It's very easy to walk. One roof, access to 4, and you manage. You find the queen. It was actually a good way to do it. And that's how with Mike we set up this kind of business, nuke business to start with, and then of course we developed honey. So I stayed with Mike 4 years.
How big was Mike's business when you got there? How many hives did he have?
He probably ran couple hundred. When I left Mike, he ran probably more than 600.
Yeah. So you before he went there, he was maybe average bee farm size, and then he became pretty big.
I think I come in right time in sense of nukes production because the bee movie.
Yeah.
And kind of colony collapse disorder in USA brings so much attention. Everybody wanted bees.
Yeah.
And demand went crazy. I mean, I don't know how many we sell. Yeah, hundreds of nukes in the season. And then I met Lucy, fall in love, and we married, and we decided to do our business.
Yeah.
So we start 2009, and that's how we start.
So in 2009,
Yeah.
you left.
Mike gave me 29 colonies.
Yeah.
So
So he
that-
gave you 29.
Yeah, that's
So
my
he,
start.
he gave you something to start a new.
Yes.
Oh, fair play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that. And so we start from that. And they was in Landstro, so I need to change to
National.
national. So
Yeah.
that's how our business start. 2009 we start do business, and we have only these 29 colonies. So I make these long boxes. Just went in the B&Q, buy OSB,
Yeah.
big ones, cut it and make these long boxes, with partition in middle. Make 50 long boxes.
Yeah. And how many
Four
nukes?
each. Four
Four nukes per long box.
So basically 4 nationals in that long
Yeah,
box.
okay.
Okay?
When you say national, 12 frame national.
12 frames.
Oh,
It's exactly the same box.
yeah. So if you were to do nukes, you could have 24 nukes in a long hive, could you? What, 6, 6, 6, 6?
Yeah,
Or
but
would it be
I didn't do that.
You were
So-
you were 12, 12, 12.
Well, actually, no. Feeder, and then easy go 10 or 11 frames, not remember now. I think it was 10 frames and feeder.
Okay.
And then another 10 frames feeder, basically it. And then what usually happen when they grow big, when they grow up to 10, 11,
Yeah.
whatever. I think it was 11, 10, 11, actually I don't remember. Anyway, I make split of 5 frames, make a proper nuke.
Yeah.
Stick the queen and sell it, and that things grow again. So I never sell a queen who was in a colony.
So you always kept one queen back.
So she keep growing, and I find when she have 5-6 frames of bees and brood, she rebounds so fast. So basically I harvest so I go all this kind of 50 long boxes, 200 colonies basically,
Yeah.
and harvest it. And in season 2010 we sell 600 nukes from that.
Wow.
So you can do that.
After 1 year of beekeeping
so
by yourself.
2009,
Yeah.
we make these boxes. We make in winter, we go with 100, so I couldn't make 200.
Yeah.
So from 29, I make 100.
Yeah. That's still good going.
Still good going, but
Yeah.
no kind of.
No income in the first
No
year.
income.
Just building.
But I want to say about people. People help us a lot. Lucy's friends and family, thanks to Sue, her mom, and Malcolm, your friend, invest little bit of money to start us to do this business.
To get you off on your feet.
And Lucy
yeah.
have little bit of same. So we put all in. It's like go on casino and all in.
all in on bees.
All in, yeah. So Lucy believed me and she say okay. And then nothing happened. No money first, yeah. And I remember the time when she washing a little chain in a washing machine, trying to make them nice again.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, and then in that time it was a company called Fragile Planet.
Yeah, I remember them when I started keeping bees.
Yeah, and I know
same guy, the original bee trade decks. I think he set that up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hello, Tony. So I say to him, I could supply nukes for him because he was terrible accident in sense he tried to bring bees in from Europe and they find UV in it and he had no end of trouble there.
Yeah, okay.
Custom everything. So he was very happy and say, okay, I'll buy it. He put order for 400 nukes.
Oh wow.
And he give me check in advance.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So that was a big help at the start.
Yeah. I mean that's how we kind of turn things around.
So roughly back in 2010, how much were you selling nukes for?
I think we sell for 120, 140 pounds.
Yeah.
So I think for Tony it was 100 something.
And maybe he'd had £50 or something on.
And he had some money on
okay.
it. Yeah. He must make some profit little bit, yeah. So that's how we start going. But 2010, I don't know if you remember, it was a volcano eruption in Iceland.
Yeah.
They stopped playing, and the way we do nukes then, we buy queens from Greece, stick the queen in a nuke and sell it. But because ash clouds, we couldn't really get them. Well, we get them eventually, but not in May. And first 2 or 3 weeks of May, it was horrible. It was cold. Instead of bees growing up, they start dwindling back.
Yeah.
And I said, no way I could just do this, And Tony on the phone, where is my bees? Where is my bees?
Yeah, I already paid
I blame
you.
on weather. I blame on weather. So it's everything went. When you say it's easy, it's not. Everything went really bad, and then we decide, okay, we have to do this very fast. So in June we supply all nukes. So where the sun come out, and we make all 400 nukes, we sell them, and we was very, very happy because like Tony happy, our customers, we supply our customers as well. And we said, brilliant, we can make it, you know, it's possible.
Same again next year.
Exactly, yeah. And then slowly start making, first 100 boxes, new national boxes we bought. I remember that because I couldn't make national boxes, we don't have enough equipment by then. And I forgot to say, Tony Manton, I went to him and said, look, I don't have enough bees. I promised to supply 600 nukes, I only got 100 nukes myself.
Yeah.
I need bees. Not to sell, but to build up, you know, is my stock. And Tony kindly sell me, I think it was a really good deal, 100 quid a frame of bees and brood, you know.
Yeah.
And was like enough to make another 100 nukes.
Oh, nice. Fair play to him.
So fair play. He really, thank you, Tony. He helped me. So it's all based on help of people as well.
You can't go through business without some kind of luck and help.
Exactly.
But you got to put the hard work in, and obviously you put a lot of hard work and stress into it.
Yes.
Because I can only imagine, because I know I've been in a situation where people have booked nukes, the weather is bad, they're not big enough to sell, they're on the phone, they're on the email, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It must have been a lot of pressure on you.
You have to keep working under pressure. That's another thing in the business. Yeah. Big pressure or small, you have to keep going. So then the next year, 2011, we bought equipment because we make a bit of money. So we bought equipment, we bought woodworking equipment, start making our boxes, frames, whatever. Originally we actually repair in winter this shed. It was like derelict. So farmer bought this land.
And that's now the honey house, which was a turkey shed.
So where is honey extraction now? It used to be a woodworking shop, and extraction was here, where is bottling room.
Yeah.
And holes everywhere. And when next man, Franco, hello Franco, he was amazing. I want to tell about Franco as well. He's Italian man. When he spinning first time, was holes everywhere and wasp and bees flying in and out. It was like horrific. But anyway, and then what we did in 2012, if you remember, I don't know if you remember, it was horrible year. It was like raining every day. We have only 10 days of sun in May, and the rest of it just rain. And I make a lot of nukes in 2012, but they basically nobody wants them because it's so wet. Nobody wants to buy.
Yeah.
So we turn them into honey colonies.
Yeah.
That's why we build up. So 100. I forgot to say, 2011, my parents arrived first time, and they help as well.
Yeah. Well, your dad's a beekeeper.
Yeah. So I got brother as well. So brother look after bees in Ukraine that time, and daddy and mommy come along, and I have as well queens set up. So in that time we did sell queens as well, and they produce queens for me.
Oh wow! So you didn't have to buy queens anymore. Everything was in house.
Couple thousand queens. They just make it in a season, like in.
See, that's the skill set. It's not really in the UK, where you can put a job advert out, queen rearer, and they come here and they go, yeah, I'll make you 1,000 queens.
Yeah.
But in Ukraine, you can go almost to any beekeeper, hey, can you make me 1,000 queens?
I'm not sure if every beekeeper, I'm not sure.
No, but there's a lot of people out.
It's a lot of skills to make.
The Ukrainians are very skilled beekeepers.
Well,
and anything to do with beekeeping. That's my experience.
You learn from necessity. So necessity give you all the skills. So if you don't have those skills, you learn them. Daddy, mommy come along, and they make more than 1,000 queens that year. And enough for building our company, requeening, selling queens. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Queens give us another good boost by then.
You were building fast by then, selling 1,000 queens, the nukes.
Yeah, nukes and queens. Not so much honey. Not so much honey. I started doing honey probably from 2013, and that's where is Franco come along, and he's amazing. I used to have 20 framer radio.
Yeah.
And he spent 60 drums of honey that year.
Wow!
It's just
a 20.
Just doing by
uncapping with hand,
scraping with fork and spinning this. I don't know, like 4 or 5 times that spinner was broken. Just couldn't cope. And 2013 was so much. So 12 no honey, and 2013 was so much honey, you know, it was brilliant. You know. But come back to 2012. So when we have such a poor crop, I think we have like 7 drums or something very close to it. Me and Lucy scratch our heads, how are we gonna survive? You know, it's very tough. And then Lucy was brilliant. So it's not only my idea. Lucy as well. Lucy.
Every man, there's just a good woman behind him, always.
Exactly. It's a great woman behind a great man. And she was brilliant. She said, why can't we do farmer markets? And we start doing London farmer markets. So we joined pass all that kind of accreditation and everything. And we went to London. It's a bit of drive from here to there. But it was hard cash. And you get best for your honey. You know. So I remember first day we stayed in Marylebone Market, and first customer come along, and we set up like £5 a jar or something. And when they ask price, we tell them, and they say, "Oh, why so cheap?" And I look at Lucy, it's too cheap. So we put straight away to 7. They start get suspicious. Why you sell it so
if you're
cheap?
too expensive, people think, but too cheap is bad.
Exactly,
because they think it's wrong.
Yeah. So and that was people in London did have money, still is, I suppose, and it was good. It was keep us going. So hard time come, and then it's another way to improvise, and there was another improvisation. Instead of sell it in bulk, we sell it in the market. And another thing another good thing selling honey on the market, in my opinion, it's actually good marketing. People give you feedback straight away. They tell you everything about how your honey tastes, how color, how flavor, how good is your label, you know, and you actually bring them in and kind of like, so it's actually, if you do quick marketing, it's the best way to do it. You do it on the market setup.
Did you pick up any shops in London when you were there doing markets?
No, I wasn't really.
It was all direct customers.
And to be honest, we probably wouldn't be able to supply London then, because we just have enough for markets. It was a period when I think we even bought honey. Because it's a lot of honey we could shift on the markets if you do them regularly, and we've done it like almost every week. So of course 2013 we have plenty of honey, and some of us we start selling in the bulk, and it was like different. And then I remember that time David Winwright come to see me 2013, and he sees these big drums, like 60 drums. He said, "Wow, where is your extraction line?" And I pointed to Franco. I said, "He's my extraction line," you know. So we have a good laugh. And then 2014, I bought Paradise short line, just on copper, a screw press, and a rack holding like
different one to what you got now.
Exactly, different one. And then we bought Lyson 56 radial frame. That changed everything. It was easy to uncap extra fast.
That's where we're at now. We got an uncapping machine, 54 framer, into a sump. It's a lot faster
you
now.
can do a lot. And usually Franco and with one help, they do a lot. They'll usually do like up to probably more than 10 in a day.
That's excellent.
So thank you to Franco. So he done like spinning, like he really loves spinning like crazy. And somebody said it must be remind him home, you know, because he's from Calabria where it's very hot, you know. So when they call it sweat house, you know, because it's always like steaming and
he enjoyed the heat.
Enjoying the heat. So, basically it. And then in 2014, 15 we built. So when we have these nukes, it's very easy to build numbers. If you can produce like 500, 600, 700 nukes for customers, last lot was for us. So we could add quantity. After when we sell nukes, we could take the nukes out with queens and put it on our hives and go to borage or summer honey and grow with these bees, because they usually don't swarm because they're not big enough, but they produce a decent amount of honey. And then new queen stick the cells in original like long boxes, and then have new queen for next year for building up nukes. So that was like this for like whatever, I don't know, we've done it like for 6-7 years. It was great because that income from nukes and then income from queens. But what happened when we start building up a company and our number went to 500-600 colonies of bees? That's a lot of bees to
look after.
And then
too much for just you.
Well, we did have people in it. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And in that time was good because you could actually bring people, before Brexit, you can bring people from Europe and you can get qualified beekeepers from there. It's very difficult to get them here.
It is now, yeah, very hard.
But there they could come and they do the job and...
So would they come just for the season and go home?
Just for the season.
Oh, so that's good. So you wanted to pay them for the summer?
Exactly, yeah. It was working very well for us. But we in hands of who is coming next year, you know.
Yeah.
But that's okay, work out somehow. And another thing, Tony Manton told me, you know, to learn how, because I didn't know how to make honey. I always make queens and nukes, but how to make honey was different for me. It was challenge for me, and I kind of like struggle a bit. And he said, best way to do paperwork, do colony records. And I start doing that, and I start try to do his way, how he do it. He basically clip in queens, mark the queens, and do it rotation in 10 days. Basically.
That's it, yeah.
You know, and you can get a lot of honey from it. But problem is that I have always more bees than...
you can go around.
Than hands. And we never was on time. We never been on 10 days, to be honest. You know, you have to run 200 colonies per person to do that. But we always have more than that. And then we have to invent new method, how to make honey. But all these colony records, they give me knowledge, idea, what's going on, how many frames need to take to stop swarming, what need to be done. You know, you can see if no queen or virgin, or like no queen in the hive, no honey. So you learn this kind of like, you need kind of like little engines almost running there to produce honey. And then if you have too strong colonies, they fly away, you know. So this is kind of experience, and because you're doing this on paper, it's kind of set up in your, you know, you're learning, it's like feedback, you know, you're learning quick. And then we realize, we know what we need to do. We need to kind of keep splitting them in the spring. We're giving up on marking, clipping, because when we reach more than 600 colonies, we're just not able to do that. We just never have enough. By the time if you start clipping, marking, by the time we get by 300-400, they start flying away. I remember open Hive, and the same hive
coming out.
Exactly, coming out. I think, oh no, we're doing something not right. And then we so, and in that time, Pablo and Victoria come. This brilliant people people come from Uruguay. And Pablo was kind of like, he was working big company in America. I can learn from him as well, you know, amazing. And he say, why are you messing with all these nukes? We busy doing honey. Why we need? Because we kind of making spring nukes, and we making honey, and we making queens, and was become too nightmare, but become doing too much. And he say, don't need to do nukes. Let's do them like over winter. You know, basically doing over winter nukes. Let's split them in late summer and sell them early in the spring. And at that time, nobody doing it. Nobody do over winter nukes. So 2015, we start doing over winter nukes. It's kind of different products. So it's same nukes we sell before, but instead of selling them May, June, we start selling them in April.
Yeah.
And we have our queens, which is better. So they're always overwintering better with our queens. We find that immediately. And it's no conflict. We sell them in April and we get on with our honey production. So for me personally, it was how we find the better way to manage. So you find by mistake, you find your way managing bees. Eventually we're giving up on queens as well, because Lucy say it's very difficult. I mean, it's best of the best, but when you sell to hobbyist people, they always kill them.
I know, yeah.
It's almost like a crime.
And sometimes then, same with nukes. You sell the best ones, and then you keep the ones that's not the best.
Exactly.
But it should be the other way around.
Should be the other way around. Yeah. But you want to give best products
100%,
because you want to have good feedback. And well, before we advertise, now we're not in advertising, so people come in by word of mouth, and that's great.
And we can fix one that's not good.
Exactly.
Someone starting off may not be able.
We can fix it.
Yeah.
But those people is difficult. Sometimes you ask them to bring them back and give them another nuke. That's the best, easier way to kind of fix the problem. Yeah. To be honest, not so many. For whatever number we sell, it's very small percentage who is coming back. And we find with nukes, it's basically no comeback.
Yeah.
With queens, it's difficult because
There's
new
always
people, they don't know how to handle queens.
No, no.
And sometimes experienced beekeeper don't know how to handle queens. That's interesting.
Yeah,
to see.
we don't sell queens, and I think whoever does sell queens, it must be stressful. Queen is dead in the post. My bee has killed the queen. I want a refund. It must be that all the time, innit?
A little story about queens. We buy these queens from Greece and Nepal, and it's always go to hub in Warwick somewhere,
Yeah.
big massive hub. And we always basically we go there to no, they deliver it to us. But one day, manager of that hub called us and said, "Could you come to hub?" I say, "What's happened?" "Oh, bees been squashed and fly out, and whole hub stand still." So whole manager called to us,
Yeah.
said, "Could you come and get it? Because we don't know what to do. Bees flying everywhere."
Yeah, all queens.
Nobody walking, everybody on strike. We need you, Viktor, come and save us. It was very, very funny. First time manager called us, and then after that, we was on priority list. As soon as the queens arrive, I'll go straight directly to the hub,
pick it up.
picking up.
Easy.
And it was brilliant.
Yeah.
But they say, "Oh, we put it in a plastic bag." Oh my god. I mean, so many stories.
I know,
was like,
I know.
Anyway.
Heartbreaking and
Heartbreaking,
infuriating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's business for you. But anyway, eventually we given up on buying queens, so we're making our own. So Pablo, back to Pablo and Victoria, and Victoria become our best salesperson.
What did you hear?
She went into all local shops and she get us into shops. Because when I go, I couldn't sell it.
Yeah.
I seen skin. When they say no, I'm hurt. And when they sell no to her, she wouldn't take no funds and she still sell it somehow.
Yeah,
I don't
wow.
know. She got that skill.
That's a skill.
Yeah, exactly. That's different
Because
skill.
no doesn't always mean no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So she get into a lot of shops, and but Brexit happened, and they was worried, and they say don't know what to do. What if they don't know? So we helped them to set up company in Canada. They went to Canada.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we have a bit of partnership with them in Canada. So we have bees in Canada as well. I mean, partly Ian Stepland inspire us to go there. And anyway, so Pablo live in BC now, in little town Creston, doing.
And a big honey farm out there.
No, a couple hundred colonies.
Oh, okay.
Just enough to keep him occupied. Yeah.
Does he send something back from time to time to you?
Little jars.
Yeah.
Little jars. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, thank you, Pablo, and hope you're doing well. And then what's happened then? Then in 2019, my brother come eventually. Apply 3 times for his visa. They say no. Don't know why. Eventually, on 3rd time, when we ask lawyer to help us, he able to come.
Good.
Stay with us for 3 months. That was brilliant. It was like a dream working with brother because
we're family.
Exactly.
You know each other.
But difference 12 years with us. So I'm 12 years older than him.
Okay.
And I didn't even know my brother really.
Yeah.
Because I live here and he's there. And he business there, I'm doing business here. But when I see him, he like such inspiration. I was like one of the best year 2019. It was like went like so easy working with your brother. And he kind of, all these people, well, it's your brother, but he got his kind of like deep knowledge, and therefore if you have deep knowledge you could have creativity. And he said, why don't you do like different, why don't you do these boards, to change queens.
Yeah.
So basically from that time
the boards
dividing boards.
Dividing boards, yeah.
Yeah. With mesh.
Double screen board.
Double screen.
Board.
That's the right word for it. And change queens that way. It would be, he said, much easier. And I said, yeah, let's try it. And then I realized, like, it actually take long time. Take me 2 or 3 years before I introduce this system. But when I introduce this system, I realize I'm flying. It's just like so much easier. You don't even need to employ skilled people. You need to employ box managers.
Yeah, people to lift and rotate and
exactly.
Do the core jobs.
Yeah, you need skills to make queens.
Yeah.
You need skills to make to look after them to start with. But then it's like a mechanical job, really.
Yeah.
So that was very good. And then unfortunately was start 22, which is bad. But then a lot of refugees. We help refugees. People we know come here, and they're beekeeper. unfortunately, that places where they used to live, they not exist. They just flattened by war. And but they happy here now. They're helping me. I'm helping them. Working very well. And they actually, because they run their own business, it's just very easy. I don't even need to tell them what to do. They know what to do.
That's good.
That's very good. And of course, in 20, I think, or 21, I think it was project with Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah,
as well.
and then watch out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And then,
and that obviously helped honey sales a little bit and
so
raised
because
your profile.
I was involved with film production in the Clarkson farm, and they actually need expertise because they want to set up bee farm on their land. So I help them, and I'm still looking after the bees on their farm. It's their bees, their farm, their honey, but I'm still looking after.
Yeah, not there. Little bit of income.
Little bit of income, exactly,
good.
and helping. So it's very good for us. And same time when war start, Jeremy Clarkson make appeal, and we raise a lot of money and help Ukraine with send a lot, more than 10 trucks we sell. In
Yeah, I
Ukraine
remember.
with money,
Yeah.
So that was very good. Thank you, Jeremy. And we still business going, so that's good. They got pubs, they got shop. People love that honey. I mean, and people actually, we have a lot of feedback from saying how is this honey different to rest of we buy in different shops. They really love it and they keep buying it. So that's good.
Good.
So working for us, working for Jeremy.
And that's what's important, finding little bits of income everywhere.
Exactly.
It makes a good business.
Spread your eggs.
Yes. Not have one big customer.
No.
Yeah.
No. I think it's mistake because if you in one business, then it's kind of penalized. Could be penalized easily.
Yeah.
If you like this big supermarket, for example, they dictate price.
Your business is theirs almost.
Exactly. Yeah. We don't want dictators.
No.
We want to be freelancers.
Free people.
Free people.
Yeah. Sell honey for what you want and keep as many bees as you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we keep 1,000 for honey and nukes, and probably same number for nukes, and free enough.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
You're happy with where you are.
I'm happy. I don't want to go any further.
You're not going to build up again. You're going to maintain now V&L.
It's hard to maintain.
Because you're one of the biggest already.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. And you have to find your happy balance. For me personally, I love challenges, but you have to know where is you have to have balance as well.
Yeah.
It's easy to say I will run 2, 3, 4, 5,000, but it's all involved more job,
more people, more areas.
Premises.
It is. Yeah.
You have to find your happy niche. If you produce whatever you produce could sell, and people you have can support you, and you can support them. They're basically good enough. Good enough. And you have to have joy as well. If you working and you can't have joy, easy to say.
Yeah, I know. You're like me, probably. You're working all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you work because you want to.
True.
Yeah, and you enjoy it.
Yeah.
So that makes a big difference.
Well, they used to say if you enjoy what you do, you never work.
Yeah, no. Because I remember when I used to work full time, I get up in the morning, I drive to work. I used to work in the council. You didn't want to be there. The day went really long. Now I work more hours for less money, but the day goes like that. Because I'm enjoying myself.
Well, yeah. I mean, you still survive, are you? Somehow?
Yeah, I still survive. Yeah. We're still here.
We're still here.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I want to say. Another thing, when we start business, we probably didn't see money for first 3 years. We didn't.
Yeah, me too.
Whatever we get, we invest back in the business, and sometimes when you employ a lot of people, things could go down very quick, and you may need to go and borrow money. So it's always rosy when you look from outside, but it's up and down. Every business is up and down.
Yeah, it is.
It's just actually sometimes it's good go down some weird way because you learn you maybe done something wrong, or maybe certain market situation, but you have to adapt, have to change. Unfortunately, I'm a different. I know some beekeepers say what you need to do. You need to create a market and walk into it. But I'm other way around. I make up goods and then
find a market.
And then find the market. Everyone different.
Yeah. And anybody watching, you still got honey for sale if anybody wants to buy honey.
Yeah, got plenty.
Yeah.
Still got plenty.
There we go. Well, Viktor, that was very inspirational story. I've learned a lot. Yeah, you told me some stuff that I didn't even know.
Like what?
Like with the Soviet Union only keeping 20 hives.
Ah, yeah.
And if you built a big honey farm, they would pay you a wage and you had to give it all to them for them to sell.
Yeah.
It's no wonder Ukraine wanted to come out of that, because that doesn't sound very good at all.
No.
No. And, for anybody watching this, with the right spirit, with a little bit of knowledge at the time, you can succeed and build one of the biggest honey farms in the UK. That's what you've done in less than 10 years, really.
Yes. We reached number pretty far. We could reach even higher number sooner.
Yeah.
But number is not always identification of success.
No, that's true.
You number going up and down. You have to see your production. You have to see if you're managing right these bees. It's a lot of another criteria. But anyway, for those people who start, remember, you have to have two things to start business: knowledge and money.
Yeah, not that. Yeah.
And if you don't have money, you have to do it like I did. Hard work, basically.
Yeah, and a little bit of luck.
Luck is very important as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes people come and help you, and I would call that luck.
We've had a bit of luck too. Yeah.
But that's the thing, good people attract another good people, and people, when they see you making a progress, actually willing, they want to help you actually.
Yeah, and they say, there's a famous saying, the harder you work, the more lucky you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people say that have nothing to do with luck.
Well, Viktor, you've done really well. I wish you all the success for the future moving forward.
Thank you.
And I'm sure everybody on YouTube, you really inspire them. And I know a lot of people from home started watching your videos on YouTube, because I see them in the comments.
Yeah.
You're an inspiration to everybody in the UK, but everybody in Ukraine as well. So thank you very much, Viktor.
Thank you very much. I think it's not too bad for foreigner.
No. Well, I'm a foreigner here too.
Not too bad for foreigners.
No, we done okay.
Yeah, I think so. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one.